All right, make sure you got BD Live Intro 8 Mix. This is the last module in Live Intro. And we're not going to cover everything. This is an introductory course, so I'm going to just show a couple little things that you can do in the mix stage. When I make a track, I'm kind of mixing throughout as I go. Many people like to get their pieces down and then hand it off to a mixer or mix it themselves at the very end. I like to mix as I go, but I'm going to show you a couple things that I like to do when I'm kind of sweetening. So I've got all my pieces together. We've got our arrangement the way that we like it. So now we just want to be able to fine-tune this mix. And a couple things I want to draw your attention to are these A return and B return tracks. You've seen them. You're probably wondering what they are. Those are places that we can put our send effects to. So if I look at my audio effects folder and I go down to reverb and I drag out my reverb and I drop it on my A return, on my A send, this will be able to allow me to send tracks, send portions of my track to this reverb. And what it does is allows me to have less CPU and allows me to be able to use that same effect on multiple tracks and only use one instance of it. So we're going to make sure that our dry and wet parameter is all the way to 100%. And again, this is on our send A. Now, if I turn this send A up, that's going to allow this track to go through and be affected by this reverb. So let's see what this sounds like. So I'm going to solo this track. This is my synth track, and I'm going to go at bar 17. Now, if I crank this up, so you can notice that is getting affected as I turn this up. And so there's different parts, different tracks, different sections that you're going to want to add this reverb to. Let's solo Vox 1 and let's hit play. Let's go back to bar. So I just wanted to point that out. We can add another one there. You can keep adding a number of them. I believe we can go up to 4 sends per track. But I wanted to make sure you saw that and understood what that meant. Now our master track, if I click here, notice that we have no effects on our master fader or our master track. And I always like to have at least a few things on there. A compressor, an EQ, and a limiter. Not really in that order. Typically I would put my compressor right before my limiter. So I'd have my EQ, my compressor, and then my limiter. Limiter, I'm not going to go into detail what these all do, but just quickly, a limiter will stop it from clipping. You kind of always want this to be on your master track so that we aren't distorting. This compressor is going to give it the sound like things are glued together a bit. It's going to reduce some of the peaks. I'm going to I only want a few dB of gain reduction. So I'll turn these off, you'll see the difference. Now I turn these back on. And my EQ, I am going to want to roll this off just a little bit. Anyway, on my master track, that's typically what I'll have, and this allows me to have things a little bit louder, and my limiter is going to allow me to not be clipping. So you notice a big difference. I'll turn these back on. All right, so also I wanted to let you guys know how to make these a little bit bigger because I'm going to mix in this section here. If I go and I get this little brackets here, if I hold down Option, I can click to the right and it will make my tracks a bit bigger. And if I go down to this section here, I can drag up. And this gives me nice big faders to work with when I'm mixing. And so typically when I'm mixing, I'm just trying to get my levels correct. I'll automate levels a lot of the times. and I'll pan certain things. These are your pan tools. But mixing is an art form, and it takes years to master. But we can do a pretty good job here, and if you practice a lot, you can get a lot done. So I'm going to just mess with some levels a little bit, and then we're going to output this thing. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a mix done on this. We want to output. So how do you output this track for me to put into iTunes or to SoundCloud or wherever? The way that we do that is we go up to File, Export. Now we get this window here. This window is pretty important. So now it's saying, what do you want to render out? Do you want to render just the master track? And actually, yeah, we do. The master track is going to be everything that we've done. And this is nice. We can just render out certain sections or tracks if we wanted to make stems down the road. Normalize, I keep off. If we wanted to output a loop, we could do that. File type, I'll keep at wave, and our sample rate 44/100 is fine. Bit depth of 16 is great. Pretty much leave everything as is and hit OK. And now we select where we want to be able to put this. I'm going to put this on my desktop, and I'm going to call this Awesomeness, and I'm going to hit save, and it'll be rendering the track out in an offline format, and give it a couple seconds. And now it's done. And if I go to my desktop, you'll see here it is right here. I double click it, it opens up in QuickTime. It might open up in iTunes for you, but I've made QuickTime my player. Now you can take this into iTunes, make it an MP3 of your choice, and get it on SoundCloud or your cloud hosting site of choice. All right, so that's it. We've kind of walked through the basics of building a track and showed you a few things in live. This is just to whet your taste buds. There's far more to experience in live than we showed you in this tutorial. But I hope you had fun. If you got questions, hit us up at Beat Drop. We'd love to help.